Hello, it's Saturday, November 17th, and we are taking off from LaGuardia, runway 31. There's a couple of things that I wanted to show you. The first thing is how easy it is to fly a 737 manually without any autopilot intervention and just using auto throttle. And the second thing I wanted to show you is how to shoot a expressway visual runway 31 coming in very high and very fast into LaGuardia. Right now we're just climbing through about 400 feet over the East River. There's the Harlem coming up, climbing through 400 feet. Still on manual, still climbing. There's 1,000 feet coming up. 190 on the airspeed indicator. 1,500 with 2,500 to go to 4,000. Slowly retracting the flaps. Coming up on flaps up. And initiating the left turn over the Hudson River. Just gonna follow the river. We're going to level off at 4,000 feet, which is where we're going to begin our descent from the dial's waypoint. Setting the bug for 4,000 feet just so I can see my target altitude. Just manually flying the airplane. Doing 240 knots. There's Manhattan coming into view on the left. Coming up on 4,000 feet. And I'm gonna trim the airplane nose down a little bit to maintain 4,000 feet. So again, at this point there is no autopilot, it's just basically fine-tuning the trim to maintain altitude. There's Lower Manhattan, downtown buildings. Brooklyn Bridge is on the left. Statue of Liberty should be on the left, right below us. Select the flaps 40 for landing. There's the Statue of Liberty on the left. Ellis Island. Just gonna keep going. New Jersey is on the right side. Jersey City. And Staten Island is in front of us. There was the Verrazano Bridge right there. We're going to make a left turn towards the Verrazano Bridge, and as we turn we're going to need to apply some back pressure on the elevator to maintain level altitude. Still maintaining 4,000 feet. And just trimming as needed up and down, but at this point I can pretty much look away from the controls for some time without having to monitor it constantly. If it's in trim, there's nothing to worry about. It's going to stay in trim and it's going to maintain altitude. Just once in a while I have to tweak the trim tab a little bit. So initiating the turn, we have to apply slight upward elevator pressure just to maintain a constant altitude turn. Just keep turning, keep pulling. Keeping the flight path vector on the horizon line. Just keep turning. Keep applying the pressure, trimming. And this is not too much different than from flying any other airplane like a Cessna or any single engine airplane. Very easy, nothing to it. Rolling out. Verrazano Narrows Bridge on the left. Brooklyn, Bay Ridge. Belt Parkway going along the south shoreline of Brooklyn. So we should be coming up a beam of the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. We're going to make a left turn to intercept 045 radial from LaGuardia. We're going to follow that to the dial's waypoint. And there we will just chop the throttles and drop the nose down. And we're going to make a right turn to a heading of 085 degrees for the approach plate. And I don't really have to drop the nose at all. It's going to drop all by itself as the lift component is going to be lost in the turn. The nose is going to drop all by itself. Manhattan is over on the left side. And we're just going to continue at 4,000 feet, just trying to maintain as fast as possible. And we're still doing 240 knots. So dials is coming up. It's 5 miles away, and I'm going to drop the speed. I'm going to target about 150 knots and just start dropping the speed at this point while maintaining altitude. Now the speed is coming down. The nose is going to start wanting to drop, and I'm going to trim it up. I'm going to keep trimming it just to maintain 4,000. As the speed comes down to about 210, we're going to start dropping the flaps in, flaps 5. The dial's waypoint is 2.5 miles away. The speed keeps dropping. We're looking for 210. There's 210. Lever to flaps 5. Keep trimming up. Maintain 4,000. Make a turn to 085, heading at dials. Gear down, flaps 15. Spoilers armed. And slow down because this is going to be a steep descent from 4,000 feet. We're going to slow down to our final approach speed. Turning right, the nose just drops all by itself. I don't need to push it down at all. You can see the Flushing Meadows Park out in front of us. 2 ponds on the right hand side. And I'm going to follow the expressway to those ponds. It's a pretty steep descent, so the airspeed's coming up. I'm going to try to trim up to not go too much over about 170. Flaps 15, gear down. Auto brake is on 2. and the spoilers are armed, so pre-landing check is complete. I'm going to initiate a left constant rate descending turn, just looping around the highway. Just going to be on our left, and just keep turning, keep pushing the nose down, keep turning. Don't worry about the runway, it's going to come into view, but just keep turning. It's a steep turn. Try to maintain about 3 degrees nose down. I'm trying to get to 800 feet per minute before we're on final. And that's coming in. There's the runway. Just keep pulling and turning. Should be about 400 feet at this point. 1 mile to go. Plenty of room. We have a little bit of crosswind from the left, and it pushed us off course just a little bit, but that's not a problem. We'll just realign. Put the path factor right on the center line, and chub the throttle. Touchdown. Right on the blocks. Gonna keep the nose up. The airplane's grabbing to the left, so I'm gonna apply right rudder to push the nose over to the center line and set it down. There we go. And exit left on Tango. That's it. So it's super easy to fly the 737 manually. It's no more difficult than flying a Cessna or any other airplane. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later.